My name is Raven, professional wrestling superstar, former world heavyweight champion, and I want you to choose your four.
This is the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, and I want you to choose your four.
Hello, Pro Wrestling Rushmore. This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius of WWE.
Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley. Yes, it is, and I want you to choose your four. It's Pro Wrestling Rushmore.
It's Pro Wrestling's Rushmore.
This is Pro Wrestling Rushmore. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Hello, humanoids! This is Ian from Squared Circle History, and I want you to choose your four. It's Pro Wrestling Rushmore. Welcome to the only podcast that chooses a topic and allows you, the fans, to decide who ends up on our ultimate list at the end of the episode. Woo! Joining me is the often imitated but never duplicated Brian.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, guys?
Holy cow. We've been trying like hell to get this one going. And we're going to try our best. Brian, you wearing a wrestling shirt?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, man, I came right from work. I don't wear wrestling shirts to work.
I do.
Well, I know you do.
I even changed into another wrestling shirt to wear.
Of course you did.
Yes.
It's a special occasion. I hope you have a shirt of a big man on.
No, I don't. I just have my purple and red ECW hardcore wrestling shirt. Has nothing to do with any super heavyweights.
Oh, yeah, who was there? 911 was there.
Yeah, Big Sal.
Sal E. Graciano.
Yeah.
I love the FBI music when they used to come out to that.
Get real on the dance floor.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really good.
And they used to, do the little chin thing with the hand.
Yes. Shut up in your face.
Where's my pizza? Nunzio.
Well, today's topic...
Tony Mamaluke.
We haven't said today's topic, have we?
No. It's a big one.
Do you want to say... You can say it. Go ahead.
Well,
Tell us.
I don't... I mean, if I had my way, it'd be Square Circle History's Pro Wrestling Rushmore presents The Big Show.
Well...
That's not the name of our show, though.
Just The Big Show.
It's The Big Show because it's big men, right?
It's the Mount Rushmore of big men.
All right.
Pro wrestling big men. Or big men. We're not even going to get into this argument right now. But... super heavyweights.
Larger than life athletes.
Yes, because we're going to see as this list goes on that we have a hodgepodge of people, of names. And
I'm glad to hear that because I honestly thought that it was going to be kind of like a 4-man race all the way through.
No, we well, let's just begin construction on the Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling big men.
There it is. That's the name of our show.
Okay. So our first list, as always, is from Pat R. the Superstar. He gives us Andre the Giant, the man they call Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, and that menace Yokozuna.
Yeah, Virgil must love this list. That menace Yokozuna. Yeah. Yokozuna's definitely got to be on there. Andre, I think, is definitely going to be on there.
Okay.
And there's the two again, right? We always do this.
So you think Andre and Yokozuna are like the main
big men? Yeah.
The main big men right there. Why? What makes you say
the
that?
agility Yokozuna had, Yokozuna with an M, not an N. Yeah, the agility he had for a big man, dude, he was impressive. Even before he gained all that weight. Well, I should say before he gained, he was more agile, obviously. But when he did gain the weight, he was he didn't fall too far off. I don't think.
Well,
Did he?
all right. First, let's say this.
Like I don't think he was doing leapfrogs over people. Or
No,
anything.
he wasn't. He wasn't. But when he gained the weight, I mean, all he had left was the big old leg drop and the
No, he had a
belly suplex.
he had a nice crescent kick. I thought, didn't he?
Once he gained the weight.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I
All right.
promise.
Good for him.
I'll find it right now.
6'4", 589 pounds when he
At-
started as Yokozuna.
At his heaviest.
At his heaviest, 760.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
And wait, it gets better. It gets better. Towards the end of his career, he wanted to purposely gain weight so that he could break the record for the largest wrestler.
Wow. Who's the largest wrestler? Haystacks Calhoun or
We'll
something?
get to this person, but it was Happy Humphrey.
Someone put him on their list?
Happy Humphrey is on our list, yeah.
How do people even know who Happy Humphrey is?
Because he's the largest wrestler of all time.
Like,
So that has some notoriety. He was
But-
802 pounds.
but when did he wrestle?
50s and 60s.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
How old are our listeners?
Yes. Well, some of them are older. We'll get to Happy Humphrey though. We'll call back to that. But we'll stick with Yokozuna here. Yokozuna. Wrestled in the AWA. Really, and then just went to the WWF and just became
Right after that.
a monster.
Right after. What was his name before Yokozuna? It was something else. wasn't it?
Coquina Maximus.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Also on that list, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam, bam. Wicked agile for a big guy.
He did cartwheels.
He did cartwheels, man. Hey, remember the WrestleMania game for Nintendo when
Yes.
he used to do cartwheels around the ring?
Yes.
And he had to get the fire to do his special powers.
I know, it was awesome.
They power him up, right?
Yeah.
That game sucked.
It was awful, but at the time it was all we had.
It was, right?
All we had.
Graphics couldn't get any better. I
No.
couldn't fathom graphics getting better than that.
Bam Bam Bigelow, 6'4", 390 pounds, former bounty hunter. You know, he got shot in Mexico.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, he got shot in Mexico. And he served 6 months in prison.
Because he got shot?
What?
He served 6 months in prison because he got shot?
Well, he was shooting somebody else.
In
but
Mexico?
He also got shot.
Did he do his
And
time?
he went to prison
Did he do his time in Mexico?
in Mexico. And when he came out of prison, he decided, I'm going to be a wrestler.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's how he lost his tooth. I heard the bullet went through his tooth and he ate it.
Is that true?
No, I don't know.
I was going to say, that's a pretty cool story.
Can you imagine?
Probably wouldn't have survived that, though.
Jeez.
Yikes. But his debut match was at Studio 54.
What does that
At
mean?
an event promoted by Paul Heyman. What did you say?
I don't know what Studio 54
Studio
is.
54 in New York. It was big. Big.
Oh, that's very fitting for the show.
Yeah. Very
A
big.
big venue for a big man.
Venue. Well, no, it wasn't even that big of a venue. It was just in the heart of everything that was happening.
Like it was the happening place.
Yes.
Like the place to be.
Yes. Yes, that is it. And of course, Paul Heyman always wants to. Studio 54, that is where you will make your debut, Mr. Bigelow.
For what company? ECW?
No.
I was gonna say.
No, just a Paul Heyman production.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
new to me.
Simple as that. Simple as that. The man they call Vader. Blader.
Vader.
The baby bull in AWA. Went to New Japan in 1987. And, caused a riot because he attacked Antonio Inoki, beat him after Inoki had already wrestled a match against Ricky Choshu. He beat him.
Beat him?
Who?
Like he was shooting on him, or?
Well, no, I mean, this was all...
All right,
it
where?
was all planned, it was all planned out.
All right. Well, I wasn't there.
As wrestling tends to be. And the fans rioted. Very pro Inoki crowd. They rioted and got kicked out of the building.
All the fans?
Well, no, New Japan Pro Wrestling got kicked out of
Oh.
that building,
I thought he
running
meant, like,
events in that building, Sumo Hall.
Right.
running events there.
I thought they kicked all the fans out and they were
No.
in an empty arena.
No. Well, I mean, probably once they reached curfew, but
Sheesh.
that was about it. Yeah, 2 years they were banned.
I mean, give him his credit, right? Vader, he's been everywhere. He's pretty much done everything except win the WWE.
WWF.
He never won their title. No, because of Shawn Michaels. He pulled a bitch and
Yeah.
it was
That was kind of
SummerSlam.
funny, though. Shawn Michaels is coming off the top rope.
Move, asshole!
But then he just kicks him in the side of the head. That wasn't very nice.
No, hey, should have moved.
Well, yeah, I guess so, huh? Vader was saying he couldn't hear him.
That what it was.
That's what he said.
I don't know, dude.
Well,
Floss! Look at his face.
You gotta listen to the giant.
You tuck your lips into your teeth,
I
like
do. You gotta contort your face to do it right.
I guess. That's why I don't
Can
attempt
you do an
it.
Andre the Giant
No, and I'm
impression
not going to
without
attempt it
turning your face?
because I'm not going to make the stupid face.
Andre the Giant of Giants. No.
Yeah, of course. That's why I think he's going to be there at the end. Also produced a son called The Big Show.
Brother. So they say, brother.
Nah, definitely on Andre. He's got to be on the list. He was, what do I want to say? I'm not going to say, like, the pioneer for big men, because there were other big men before him, obviously. Uncle Humphrey. You know, it's,
Happy Humphrey.
Whatever, dude. But, you know, he was, like, the most notable big man ever.
Yeah.
Everyone, you can go anywhere and you can say Andre Giant, instantly people know who he is. And I think, for that reason alone, he needs to be there.
Yeah.
Household name.
Absolutely.
Hulk Hogan.
Absolutely.
Andre the Giant.
Yep.
Lanny Poffo.
Well, you know. Andre 7'4", 520 pounds.
How much did he weigh?
520 pounds.
All right.
By the age of 12, he was already 6'3".
Here's the thing with Andre.
Yeah.
He didn't look as tall as he was to me.
Because he was so wide, maybe?
Maybe, but if you look at him versus Hogan in WrestleMania 3, Hogan almost looks to be his height.
Yeah.
Not like, I mean, obviously,
Well,
he could still see his reflection on Hogan, on top of Hogan's head.
yeah.
He could still, look down on him like that. But they weren't very far off.
No, and definitely during that time, the tail end of his career, I mean, he had lost some of his height because he was hunched over a little bit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And what they had to do because of that was he had to stand on a box for, like, the promotional photos and stuff like that.
To make
He's
himself look
standing on a
taller.
box to look taller
Right.
than Hogan. But, yeah, Andre the Giant is, like, the ultimate giant, I would say. He would get mad at other so-called wrestling giants
Really?
and hold it against them.
I feel like this is a segue. I knew it. I knew it.
Giant.
I call that.
But it's what really happened. It's really what happened. Like, he didn't like Big John Studd at first because Big John Studd. He's big, I'm a giant. You know?
Oh, this defense.
He had it again. Like, he held it against these people that they were all so large.
Right.
Like,
It's not their fault,
No,
but
it's-
he wanted to rule the WWE. And he did anyway. Like,
Yeah.
let's face it. Do you think someone's going to listen to Big John Studd over Andre in the locker room? No.
That's true. That's true. Oh, I forgot Vader stats, 6'5", 450 pounds. And that's important to add right now because initially when we announced this topic, it was going to be anybody over 350 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely people that got voted for that are not, they don't quite fit that criteria. But it's okay.
Right.
It is what it is. This was kind of a weird topic anyway.
But
Big
we're
man.
bizarre.
Yeah, bizarre. Good cover. Good cover, Brian.
Hope Tugboat's in there somewhere.
Tugboat is not on here at all.
See, no respect for Mr. Ottman.
Tugboat does not get a vote. Typhoon doesn't get a vote.
Fred Ottman's a good man.
The Shockmaster doesn't get a vote.
Remember that time we met Fred Ottman in Brockton?
No, we didn't.
He was sitting there all by his lonesome. He looked like a very good man, a
He
family
did.
man.
He did. He was just watching.
He
wrestling.
looked very happy, like jolly happy.
Jolly. Yes.
Man.
Mike Jolly.
That was my opportunity to shake Tugboat's hand, and
No.
I didn't do it.
You know what you should have done?
What's that?
Is you should have like stood from a distance and just went, hoo hoo.
Doot
See,
doot.
like turned around or anything like that.
I should have wore like white pants and a red and white striped shirt,
There you go.
and like made myself like and what do you call it? Yeah, like origami. What do you call that? Origami. Like
origami.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the art of organizing.
Or an origami hat, like, and just put on my head, like toot toot.
You should have seen your bars on this thing here when you.
I was just talking a high pitched voice to get myself over.
You know who doesn't get a vote on here? Spoiler. And I was kind of surprised didn't get a vote.
Who?
Was Umaga.
Yeah, good call.
Nobody voted for Umaga. For obvious reasons, nobody voted for the Giant Gonzalez or the Great Khali.
Right. Dude, because they couldn't move.
Yeah, they were large, but...
Ric Flair, I kill you.
I kill you. Alright, let's keep moving on here. We have Danny in Dartmouth votes for Vader, Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, and the 6'2", 275-pound American Dream Dusty Rhodes.
How much does he weigh? How much did that guy weigh?
How much is... Better time than ever. 275 pounds.
Wow. There's no way, dude.
No.
He had to have weighed more than that.
Well, because he was shorter. I mean,
Ian, I don't care, man.
like
Listen, I know people they don't see me, but at my heaviest, I was 250.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes is taller than me. I was nowhere near as big as Dusty Rhodes was.
Okay. So you're saying he deserves a spot on this list?
Yeah, like the spot in his stomach. He deserves a spot on this list. Damn right.
It's a birthmark, baby.
It's
just a birthmark, baby. Some people have them, some people don't. It makes it special, like a dinosaur. Dinosaur with short arms, baby.
How big do you think his waist was? Like, I was a 36 waist. There's no way. He was at least like a 48.
I don't know.
Right? Come on.
Maybe.
There's no way
I
he
already
was.
never wore pants.
But he wore a muffler. Pizza!
So yes, that bell was our dinner arriving.
Screw them. They can wait. We're recording a podcast. They wait for us now.
So Dusty Rhodes, I heard he never wore pants. He just hated wearing pants. Like backstage, he'd be booking the show backstage and just wouldn't be wearing pants.
That's weird.
Isn't it weird?
So you used to like walk around with a schlong out?
No, he had his underwear on.
Oh, well, what the hell? You didn't see that? You made it sound like he was just completely naked.
But underwear is another article of clothing. I mean, there's pants and then there's underwear.
Okay.
Unless he's freeballing it.
There's shorts, there's boxer shorts, there's boxer briefs.
Well,
There's a wide array of things you could be wearing. Jogging pants.
not back in the 80s, though.
Well, when someone says he wasn't wearing pants,
Yeah.
I automatically think he's naked.
Well, you're a perv.
No, why would I a perv? I mean, would someone think, oh, he was just in his underwear? I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess this is where we differ here. I don't know. Like,
Well, whatever.
we're splitting hairs over Dusty's pants.
I'm just saying. I mean, there's no way he was only 275. Nope. Sorry.
So our next list here, Bobby on the beat. He gives us Andre the Giant, The Big Show, Yokozuna, and Vader. So our first vote here for The Big Show. 7 feet, but billed as 7'2".
So he was only 7 feet.
7 feet.
How
yeah.
much? How much did that guy weigh?
Well, at his most was 500 pounds.
Even.
Yes, based on the research I did, yeah,
Okay.
500 pounds even, which is weird. Maybe that's as high as the scale went, and 500 is good enough for me.
Possibly. He weighed almost as much as that monster truck he was driving at Halloween Havoc.
Oh, wasn't that a great moment?
Yeah, I love it. I love making reference to it. I always do.
Do you think that's the worst wrestling show of all time?
I don't think it's the worst wrestling show. I think it's the worst wrestling program. Like,
What would you even call it? Segment?
Hogan, and
Yeah.
that whole just storyline kind of sucked.
It was stupid too, because okay, they're gonna battle in monster trucks on the roof, and then they're gonna go down into the arena. and have a match in the ring. It's just stupid. It's like, well, why go on the roof in the first place?
Exactly.
Why
After
waste
Hogan
all that time and resources
and
to get monster trucks on the roof?
and after Hogan killed him.
Yeah.
He murdered him.
The roof.
Yeah, he literally murdered him, and then he shows back up, and then the Yeti showed up.
Big old debut for the Yeti. You know who
Awful.
trained the Yeti?
Sal Balemo.
No, that's a good guess.
I have no idea.
Big John Studd.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Big Stud.
And we'll talk about him later.
Big John?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant Sal Balemo.
No,
He's not on this list?
He's not on this list.
God, I mean, he was a big man.
Yeah, but he no.
Why?
I don't think he's on like any list at
Why?
all. Well, he wasn't even on the jobber list.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I can't talk because he wasn't on my list either, so.
Well, our next list is from Mikey from the streets. He gives us Vader, Yokozuna, The Undertaker, and Kane.
See, I like the Undertaker and Kane picks, but, like, are they going to be considered big men in this list?
And that's where it's like, oh man, now that you mention them, and
Right.
it's like, well,
How
but they're both under 350.
how much did those guys weigh?
Undertaker was 309. Kane was 323.
Give it to him.
Give it to him.
Yeah, dude. See, you say 320, 350,
Yeah.
but I would say 300.
300?
Because
Okay.
then you get those big guys in there, like Sid. He's got to weigh over 300 pounds, right?
Yeah, nobody voted for him.
But I'm just saying, though, like
Kevin Nash.
that would give those guys an opportunity to be in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Okay. Well, Undertaker and Kane have had great careers. Undertaker going into the Hall of Fame this year. Booger Red.
Yeah, who's McMahon's going to induct him, huh?
And Vince McMahon inducting the Undertaker.
That's crazy.
The only other person he inducted was Stone Cold.
Who inducted Andre?
Nobody, because it was just like a video package that aired.
Oh,
And it was the creation of the Hall of Fame.
that works, I guess.
I guess.
Huh, pal.
We're going to have a Hall of Fame. We don't even have a wall for the Hall of Fame.
Hell, we don't have a hall for the hall.
No hall, no wall. No Hall of Fame. But Undertaker, 6'10". Kane, 7 feet. Definitely giants.
Legitimately 7 feet.
That's a good question. I don't think so. Because he wore boots that made him taller.
Right, platform boots.
Yeah, platform boots.
Tom Cruise boots.
Yes. Okay, our next list here is from Paul Licious, Andre the Giant, Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Kamala.
I like the Kamala pick. I really do.
Sugar Bear Harris.
Vader's going to really be on this list at the end, huh?
Vader is a very agile big man.
Do you think it's only because he's the flavor of the month because he's also getting inducted into the Hall of Fame?
He is also going into the Hall of Fame.
Is
But
it-
no, Vader is awesome.
Says you,
And apparently a lot of other people.
because he's probably fresh on everybody's mind because he's going to the Hall of Fame.
No, Vader is definitely one of my all-time favorites.
Okay.
Just because of his style. Just that ruthless, hard-hitting style.
Hey, you don't have to convince me.
I'm just saying.
I'm unconvincible. You have to convince the audience. Well, not really, because they all voted for Vader.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm still unconvincible.
Kamala, 6'7", 380 pounds. What's crazy about Kamala? He
body slammed Andre
did body slam Andre, yeah.
before Hulk Hogan.
That's pretty crazy. He, at an early age, he was just like a criminal. Just a criminal in the South, and they kicked him out of his town.
A career criminal.
A career criminal. Yeah.
Damn.
So then he
What do you mean they kicked him out of his town?
kicked him out of his town. He was just, he got caught too many times, collect $500,
I mean, couldn't they just put him in jail and keep him in there?
I guess.
He was
like
so-
a petty thief. Like, it wasn't like major crime.
So what was he, like,
It was
stealing
like-
Tic Tacs at the
Yeah, I
freaking
know.
register?
Like, look, there's so much paperwork involved, man. Can you just go to another town? You're stealing stupid stuff.
Like, what, though?
Gum.
That's what I'm saying. Like, really?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
How do I know this?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's in a book.
Whose book?
Kamala's book.
Do you? No, really? Did you read it?
You're asking me so many questions.
That's what we do. I'm a broadcast journalist. I gotta.
Damn deposition about what Kamala did when he was 12.
Well, I think the people want to know. I mean, to get booted from your town instead of going to jail is kind of like a weird thing, no? It's like, I mean, it's almost like getting kicked out of school and going to like an alternative school. Like, it caused so much trouble in school.
Yeah.
They put you in an alternative school.
Well, no, they just told him to get out.
Yeah, which is weird in itself because, like, you can't just kick me out of my town. Like, seriously, what if I own a house? You gonna buy my house out?
Maybe. I don't know. I never had to kick anybody out of town, so I don't know what goes into that.
Dude, I understand. I understand what you're saying. But, like, it's your story. I just want to know what he was stealing to, like, be considered a petty thief.
Pencils. I don't know. I don't know.
And you really know this by reading his book?
No, I didn't read his book.
So how do you know this?
Just by doing research on Google.
And it didn't say what kind of stuff he stole.
Well, just say he was.
I'm curious now.
At a young age, he was a criminal, just a career criminal.
But how do you know it wasn't big things? Like, how do you know he wasn't stealing catalytic converters or something? You know what I mean?
It could have been, but I'm just thinking about the fact here that if he wasn't jailed for like a long period of time,
And it literally said they got kicked out of his town.
they kicked him out of his town, and then he moved south and became a wrestler.
How is that fair? That's not fair. You can't just kick someone out of your town.
No, it's not fair, but maybe he should have stopped stealing.
Maybe he had stinky breath and he wanted a Tic Tac to...
Could have been. Could be. That's possible.
He was trying to do everybody a favor and the poor guy gets kicked out of his town.
Maybe that's why he had to paint his face.
Maybe.
You know?
Shave his head.
He's hiding. He's hiding something.
What did you say his name was? Sugar Bear Rush?
Sugar Bear Harris.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Good old
Instead
Sugar.
of witness protection, he just took out some face paint and
Right.
made a career out of it.
Started.
But, okay, so he made that transformation into Kamala down in Memphis. And it was a Jerry Jarrett and Jerry Lawler creation there.
So they created Kamala.
They created Kamala, and they aired this footage supposedly of him like in Africa, because they said he was the bodyguard of like the African president.
Oh, no shit. And then he stole from him.
Says who?
And then the African president kicked him out of his
What?
town.
When did this happen?
That's what it was. I get it now.
No.
It all makes sense now.
Wait, no. What?
Was Kimchi his co-conspirator?
Kimchi? No, just like his handler. Which is weird because, okay, if he's the bodyguard of royalty,
Mhm.
he must be able to understand, basic commands, wouldn't you think? But then he becomes a wrestler, and now he has like a handler that has to
Right.
control him. Like, so what? He was out of control when he was a bodyguard. Isn't that a job that requires you to be in control?
Yeah, of course. But maybe Kimchi he was under Kimchi's control all the whole time, and he wanted him to steal him little things.
Maybe Kimchi is actually who he is protecting.
Could be.
But he puts a mask on, so nobody knows who he is. But now he's controlling Kamala.
So is Kimchi like the president of Africa?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh.
Yeah.
How can you be president of an entire continent, though?
I don't know.
Something's wrong with this story.
Yeah.
No, he was. There's no way he could be a president of the entire. He could be like, oh yeah, you can, right? Because we're North
Of
America.
an entire nation, yeah.
It's a nation, but is Africa a nation?
It's a continent.
But aren't there separate nations in Africa?
Well, it's countries.
So we're a country, right? Canada's a country,
Yeah.
so he couldn't be president of the whole continent.
And Jerry Jarrett made this up. I mean,
Well, that would be like freaking idiot Biden being the president of like all of North America. Can you imagine that?
Well, I mean, what else? I mean, all that's left is what, Mexico and Canada. It's,
Yeah, Brazil.
No, that's South America.
Oh yeah. What's Mexico? Is that a?
That's North America.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, but Canada's North America too.
you're
If you
right.
Think about it.
What?
Yeah. So Kamala.
That was a hell of a tangent.
I'm just trying to put it all together, Ian. Because I'm I'm genuinely curious of what the man stole to have to be booted out of his hometown.
Oh.
That's almost like someone
Oh boy.
getting deported. Like,
Well, yeah. You gotta think this was back then too. So this was probably like the 60s or 70s.
right. I get it.
You know what? Let me. I'm gonna look it up for you. All right. I'm gonna
No,
see if I can
no,
find out
no,
what did
no.
Kamala steal.
We can go back to that. Maybe like next episode we can let the people know what
Brian,
exactly
there's
he
no
stole.
time like the present. There's no time like the present, Brian.
Because you think I'm going to come back to this later on. I probably won't. I'll probably forget all about it in about 5 minutes.
A habitual burglar.
Oh, it's a burglar. So that
Burglar.
changes everything. That means he was like breaking into people's houses, right? Isn't that the difference between a burglar and a thief?
Yes, I would guess so. Yes. In 1967, local police suggested he leave town. As Harris put it, back then if you didn't leave like they said, you would be found dead somewhere else. And you have to consider, he was in the South, an African American
Right.
at the time.
I get it now. Though that makes a lot more sense now. See?
Yeah,
I'm a little bit happier now.
well, good, I'm glad.
Good.
I'm glad. Daryl and George's list:
What's up, Daryl?
Yokozuna, Vader, Big Show, and Rikishi.
See, I like Darnell's list. He put
Daryl.
Yeah, he put Rikishi in there. That's a good pick.
Yeah. The most famous ass in the history of wrestling.
Yeah, more famous than Mr. Ass. I'm an ass man.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
I like that Ass Boys song.
The Danhausen one.
Danhausen.
Yeah, I like Danhausen. Anyway, we're not talking about like cruiserweights. We're talking about heavyweights.
Right.
Rikishi. How about that bump he took off the Hell in a Cell into that? Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey. hey. But I mean, yeah, obviously it was cushioned and stuff like that. It was definitely not the Mick Foley fall.
Yeah.
But still, to go backwards off of Hell in a Cell
Yeah.
onto
that's
anything.
brave.
Yeah, man.
And you know what I hated?
Being that big, like what if the truck broke in the back or something? All that weight coming down.
That's true.
Anything could happen
Yeah, I didn't even think about
in the
that.
WWF.
Yeah. Better believe it, pal.
E.
Unbelievable.
Good for you.
You know what I didn't like, though, about when Rikishi turned heel, when he revealed that he did it for The Rock?
I did it for you, The Rock.
He should have put pants on. Like, how am I supposed to take this guy seriously when he's wrestling in a thong?
I see what you're saying, but
You know what I mean? Like, oh, here's this big tough guy who just ran down Stone Cold, and he's wrestling in a thong.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but it's
And he's coming out to music that says, "I'm a bad man."
I don't remember that music, but
It's like, oh, okay. But can you imagine that, though? Like, alright, take that and put it in real life.
right.
This 400-pound Samoan in a thong is just beating you.
Well, that's the good thing about wrestling. We don't have to take it into real life. You know what I
And he
mean?
rubs his ass in your face. It's just... Just think about Vince McMahon coming up with this idea. You're gonna wear a thong. and then you're gonna rub your ass in that face.
How about when he was a former gang member on the streets
Yeah.
of San Francisco?
Yeah.
He was wearing the putty jacket, like, you know, the 8-ball jacket, leather jacket. That's awful,
It makes a
man.
difference.
He made a difference, all right.
But that says something about him, though, is he did the Samoan gimmick, and then he did this also Samoan, but like kind of, you know, fun-loving big guy gimmick.
Rikishi, you're talking about.
Rikishi, yeah.
So what the hell was the former gang member gimmick? Just that, right? A former Samoan gang member?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like, yeah.
what was his name? Was it Rikishi?
Fatu.
It was Fatu. I thought it was like
Fatu, yeah.
I'll sway you or something.
No.
Oh.
But, well, the point I was making, though, was that he has all this range, because he also played the Sultan.
Yes. Bob Backlund.
With Bob Backlund, yep. So, I don't know. I think that says a lot about Rikishi.
Definitely. I like the pick, man. He's very versatile. He can pretty much do any gimmick and pull it off, except for like a former gang member.
Yeah, and anything that... I just really wish they put pants on him. Like, that really could have worked. Like, that... I think Rikishi could have been a bigger deal if they just put pants on.
But would Rikishi really be Rikishi if he had pants on? Because that whole thing, the ass thing...
Well, even so, you're changing his gimmick anyway.
But it's still Rikishi. Like, they want to keep him that character. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, would people still look at him like... I know you want people to look at him and hate him because they heel now.
Yeah.
But, like, it's still Rikishi.
It
They
is.
And they probably like, you know what? If this doesn't work, he's got to revert back to being a face.
Yeah, but he just ran down Stone Cold in the car, like...
But he did it for The Rock. He was actually being a face.
But The Rock didn't want that.
Well, he didn't know that at the time.
It was
He
like
trying to do
it was a little too aggressive, kind of like when a cat brings you a dead mouse. It's like the goodwill and intent was there, but it's way too extreme. The Rock's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know?
Poor guy. He's trying to do it for his family.
Poor cats. All they're trying to do is please their masters.
Well, yeah,
Just
exactly.
need a little help along the way. They're interesting creatures.
And that's what he got. He turned heel.
I'm talking about a cat. You're talking about Rikishi.
Well, that's the podcast. He did it for The Rock.
Yes, done for the people.
He did it for everyone, and people didn't appreciate it. He didn't know that at the time. He thought he was doing everyone a favor by doing that.
Yeah.
And then look what happened. He turned face again because he realized he was wrong, and he settled down. He didn't how many people did he run over after that?
That is a good point. He did rehabilitate himself.
He knew the error of his ways, and he
Yes.
fixed it.
That's what's so great about wrestling.
Yes.
When one year you're running somebody down in the car, and the next year, you're just back dancing.
People learn from their mistakes.
Same thong though.
Yeah. Some people get 1, 2, 3 strikes, 4 strikes. Big Show's gotten like 85.
Oh, no kidding, huh?
You know?
Who's had more heel turns, Big Show or Kane?
Big Show.
Yeah.
I think Big Show.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but yeah, Kane's had a lot too.
Kane has had a lot. I don't know what to do with him. That's another guy who played so many different characters. And
Kane?
Kane, yeah.
Well, he played a few. I mean,
Isaac Yankem, Fake Diesel.
are we gonna count those
Before
though?
that, he was the Unabomb.
I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
I know.
Yeah, he's probably got the same amount of characters as Rikishi. I'll give you that. Well, when you count all those, but Unabomb was never in WWE.
No, he was Smokey Mon.
Yeah, he was smoking
Jim
something.
Cornette. What he said?
He was smoking something. That's for sure.
Our next list here.
God damn.
It's from Suplex Sam, Andre the Giant, Vader, Kamala, and Earthquake.
Yeah, man, Earthquake. That's a good pick too.
6'7", 468. Went toe to toe with the Hulkster.
An underrated match at SummerSlam.
Very underrated.
Right.
Yep.
That whole program, I think, was very underrated.
Yep.
The
Earthquake
Brother Love
himself.
show and stuff. Yeah.
Underrated.
Man, that guy looked like he was 52 years old when he was like 21.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and I thought I had thin in hair. Good lord.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about. He was in his 20s feuding with Hulk Hogan.
And another guy that's done multiple gimmicks.
Yes. The Shark, Avalanche, Golga.
Golga. Well,
So yeah, Earthquake. That is a pretty good pick. Our next list here is from Wrestle War. Gives us Andre the Giant, Kamala, the One Man Gang, and Haystacks Calhoun.
I don't know much about Haystacks other than that he was enormous.
He was enormous. He was from Texas, and he was originally Country Boy Calhoun, and he was obviously like a sideshow, but he appeared on Art Linkletter's House Party, which was like a variety show. It was like an early version, I guess, of Saturday Night Live. And Haystacks, well, no, he wasn't Haystacks Calhoun yet. Like I said, he was Country Boy Calhoun, but he was in a skit where he was performing feats of strength, and the feat of strength he was performing was he was tossing around haystacks. So he became famous for that, so he just became Haystacks Calhoun.
Right. So he was almost like a carnival sideshow type
Yeah.
of deal.
Yeah.
Like the bearded woman.
Pretty much. Yes.
You know what's sad? Kids listen to the show don't even know what that is anymore.
The bearded woman?
Like carnival
sideshows.
sideshows. They don't know what
Yeah,
that is,
no.
dude.
No.
My kid don't know what a carnival sideshow is.
No.
Tell him look at his mother. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
Joking, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
You're gonna be playing this back in court. Oh boy, so Haystack Calhoun, 6'4", 601 pounds. Yikes. The One Man Gang, 6'9", 450 pounds.
I'm a jive soul, bro.
Yes.
A jive soul, bro.
Also Akeem.
And you're always something.
When you're always lying to your friends.
Yes.
Yes. Great theme song.
I prefer Akeem. But here's the thing. I like the diversity in these lists.
Yeah.
I guess we have our three, right? It's going to be Vader, it's going to be Andre, and it's going to be Yokozuna, I think.
That menace.
But the fourth one's going to be interesting to me.
Yeah.
We have a lot of variety here.
It's a toss-up.
It's a neck and neck race by a couple of these guys, I think.
You know what's crazy about One Man Gang?
But
Is he was managed by Gary Hart.
Mhm.
And Gary Hart convinced him to actually get those tattoos on the side of his head.
really,
Now, those tattoos on the side of his head,
will never come out.
well, yes. But one of them says Kerry in the skull,
Yeah.
and the other one says David in the skull for the Von Erichs.
No
So
shit.
he's feuding with the Von Erichs.
Right.
And One Man Gang agreed to get these names tattooed on his head for the sake of the gang.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
You know what's even crazier?
Yeah.
They never showcased the tattoos during that feud.
Well, they did.
No, I'm
like,
joking.
Oh, okay.
I hope they did.
I was gonna say, like, that's kind of, would have been all for nothing.
He goes through all this trouble.
Like,
Like,
man, that really hurt.
we're gonna nix this idea about the tattoos.
That's something I can see Vince McMahon doing. You know what I mean? Like, poor Elias. He's been off TV all this time because Vince told him to shave his head and get tattoos of other people's names on it, and he's like, no, I don't like it. Let's do something else. Meanwhile, he's sitting there like,
No, he's trying to
wow.
grow his hair back.
Yeah, just look at Pete Dunne.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
What's up,
goodness.
Butch?
Butch.
Why? When McMahon's ready, he's like, they want to put a guitar on you, know? Give you a bar stool and just sit out there in the middle of the ring. Son of a bitch!
Like, think of all the time we just wasted. Oh, man. Alright, moving on here. Next list is from my boy Benny. It was Andre the Giant, Haystacks Calhoun, Big John Studd, and King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, there it is. Another one. Another different King Kong Bundy. Why not, man?
6'4", 458.
Yeah.
He was unmarried with children.
He was. Very fittingly, Bundy's. He was the mover, right? Wasn't he Peggy's cousin or some shit?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Love that show.
It was.
So, like, with King Kong Bundy, I think maybe, like, any big man, like, that size that feuded with Hogan should be on the list. Is the Big Boss Man on this list?
No.
Really? See, that's...
Not a single vote for the Big Boss Man.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, yeah.
Because how... You know how much he weighed at his biggest, do you?
How much is that guy weigh?
I know, I sound like Art Donovan, but I really want to know because that's kind of the theme of this episode. We should tell the
And he
people.
kind of fluctuated in weight, the Big Boss Man.
He did. I think his biggest was when he feuded with Hogan, that Saturday Night Main Event stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
He was big. He was a pretty big dude.
Definitely. Stats.
Give it to me.
330.
330, that's it, huh? 20 more pounds. I want to put him, he counts.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm happy.
All right.
Is he on your list?
You'll find out.
King Kong Bundy main event at WrestleMania 2 against Hogan. That's a crazy thought. Because what else did he do?
Big blue steel cage. I understand. But still, just think about that. To main event against Hogan.
Yeah, that's huge.
You know what I mean?
That's what you need to do.
Right, exactly. It's like, just put that on my resume. I'm set for life. You know what I mean?
5. He had the 5 count.
He did. And he lasted a while. Because he was on WrestleMania 1. He main evented WrestleMania 2. And his last one was, what, WrestleMania 11?
Yeah, but, I mean, he was gone from the company. Like...
Yeah, but he came back. I'm saying he's still, like, showed up here.
Relevant, you mean?
Yeah, he was relevant.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean those big guys. I mean they're attractions.
Yeah.
That's all they are. Like we were saying,
And
like
to
they
wrestle-
are a sideshow act.
To wrestle another WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 11. So he was gone. Which one did he wrestle? Yeah, he wrestled WrestleMania 3 against Hillbilly.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 4?
No. It was gone by then.
So 4 through 11.
11.
And then to still be relevant,
Yeah.
like all that time later,
Yep.
to be on a WrestleMania, I think, yeah, that's a good pick, I think.
Yeah.
Outside the box, not really outside the box because he's big enough to be in there, but I like it. I like the pick. I like diversity, like I said.
Big box.
The big box.
Big box man.
Big box meal deal.
Big John Studd. Any memories of Big John Studd?
Uh,
6'10", 365.
360. That's it, right? I would think that he would weigh more than that.
Yeah.
But whatever. Maybe, I don't know, maybe
Toe
some.
to toe with Andre. I mean,
Well, yeah, the Body Slam
larger
Challenge.
than life.
That's my biggest memory of him was WrestleMania, what, 1?
One?
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And Heenan coming in the ring with a duffel bag full of money and Andre
Yeah.
throwing it out to the crowd.
Big John Studd calling Andrea.
Andrea, yeah.
Andrea the Giant.
I heard Andrea Giant was a huge fan of Big John Studd.
It's a giant. I'm a giant.
You already went through this, didn't you?
Okay, our next list here.
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here, I know.
Good lord.
Ugh.
I'm blazing.
Extreme Dragon gives us Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, Andre the Giant, and Giant Baba.
Giant Baba. Don't really remember him. He was a Japanese wrestler?
Yes, the founder of All Japan Pro
I
Wrestling.
knew it. Yeah,
You knew that.
yeah, I did. Well, I knew he was a Japanese wrestler. I really didn't know
Okay.
he was the founder of whatever.
That's great, man.
No, I'm not going to lie.
Founded it with the sons of Ricky Dozon.
He founded with the Signs of the Sun.
What?
What?
What? He founded All Japan Pro Wrestling with the sons of Ricky Dozon.
Who's Ricky Dozon?
He was in history probably, I don't want to say the most famous Japanese wrestler, but like really brought Japanese wrestling to prominence.
I bet you, well, maybe half of these people that are listening to the show know who Ricky Lozon is.
Ricky Dozon
Whatever.
with his two prize students, Giant Baba and Antonio Inoki.
Okay, so he's the one that traded Antonio Inoki.
He what?
He trained Antonio Inoki.
Yes.
I know Antonio Inoki,
Yeah.
but how come I don't know?
Ricky Dozon?
Yeah.
Because it was like the 50s, 40s, the 50s.
That'll do it.
So, when after he died, it was Inoki and Baba who had control of the JWA, and Inoki had, tried to do some underhanded tactics to get full control of the company,
Mm.
and Baba found out about it, which caused a split.
Gotcha.
Baba founded All Japan Pro Wrestling.
All right.
Inoki, in turn, forms New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay, and we know
And they
all.
were, they were pretty civil.
We all know who won that war.
Yeah.
Think about how big New Japan was. I mean, I think they were bigger when like Omega was there, and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
now
for
it's.
sure.
I don't even look forward to the New Year's
No.
New Year's dashes and like
Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, like I used to look forward to it.
Yeah.
When Omega was there, when the Bucks were there and stuff like that, because you didn't see it. But now we have AEW and we get all
And
that
we
now.
see it every week.
Right.
Every
But
week
if you
now.
think about it, most of those guys are New Japan guys,
Yeah.
which is cool because
It is cool.
we get to see it all the
But,
time.
and you know what's crazy to think about now is like, okay, so you look at New Japan Pro Wrestling and it's like, wow, the guys that they have left are the guys that have just been there all along,
Yeah.
that were kind of, I don't want to say pushed aside.
They were the scraps.
Yeah.
They're pretty much right.
So it's like, oh, alright, well,
Like who's that guy with the braids?
Juice Robinson.
Him, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like guys like that.
Yeah. So.
But it's kind of cool. I like the fact that AEW allows their guys to work Japan.
Oh yeah, I think that's great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Why not? If they.
No, because I mean, if you don't have the territory system anymore, then where are these guys going to learn?
But not only that, you're marketing your brand too.
Yeah.
So if you let these guys work Japan, you're still marketing Ring of Honor now with them and AEW.
That's true.
And as much resistance as I had against AEW, I gotta say they're a better product.
Oh yeah.
Aside from I still like Roman Reigns. I think he's doing great as a heel. And there's certain things about WWE.
How about that Pat McAfee?
I love Pat McAfee, man. He's dude, this guy's agile. He was a punter in the NFL. You know what I mean? That's where he made his living. And now to come into the wrestling world and perform as good as he did, especially against like a guy like Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that's a testament to him because I mean he's great on commentary.
Yeah,
he's great,
everything.
You know.
He's quick-witted.
Yeah.
But you know what he's not?
What?
A heavyweight.
Super heavyweight.
Super heavyweight.
Oh, goodness. Next list here. Oh, you're going to love this. Next list here is from Dragon Rana, Earthquake, Yokozuna, Vader, and Happy Humphrey.
Dude, come on.
6'1", 802 pounds.
So there's another vote for Happy Humphrey.
Happy Humphrey. No, we just happened to talk about Happy Humphrey earlier. But now this is the actual vote for Happy Humphrey.
Oh, so, because, I asked who the heaviest ever was. Okay.
Brian, we have a lot to talk about here with Happy Humphrey.
Oh, you have a lot to talk about.
Oh, wait till you hear this, Brian.
It's awesome.
You're going to love this.
Educate me.
Happy Humphrey, right? He was so big that he couldn't fit into a normal shower.
He was so big, he made up the Yo Mama jokes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, a 17-year-old Harley Race, just breaking into the business.
He was on Bad Santa.
Yes.
Okay.
That same Harley Race. He had to drive around Happy Humphrey, but he also had to wash Happy Humphrey. So what that would entail was laying down like this big tarp, or canvas or whatever, and Happy Humphrey would just lay there naked, right? And Harley Race would spray him down with liquid soap.
What the hell?
And then spray him with the hose. But he would have to mop him. Like, he was like an actual mop to clean him up.
I hope he changed the head on that mob.
I would hope so.
Dude.
He got paid $5 a day to be the handler of Happy Humphrey.
No wonder he was a miserable prick.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what I went through?
I paid my dues.
I washed Happy Humphrey's balls and foreskin.
Guess who wasn't happy? So Happy Humphrey, right? He ended up going to the University of Georgia, like this weight loss clinic. Lived there for 2 years, and they did like these experimental diets on him and stuff like that. He lost over 500 pounds and left there under 300 pounds.
Damn.
But he ended up gaining most of that back and got it to 600 pounds. And
that's crazy, man.
yeah, that is crazy. That is.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, and that's ultimately what killed him.
Like, to think about Harley Race washing him is gross, man. Like,
It was funny as Harley Race would say like Happy Humphrey, he was like a nice guy. But it's like, how do you like look at that person?
well,
I just hosed you down in the driveway.
You probably got like,
let's go wrestle.
You probably got like wicked wood as Harley Race was like washing him down, and maybe Harley took that as a compliment. He's like, oh, he's a nice guy. I was watching WrestleMania 5 the other day, right?
Yeah.
Bushwhackers versus the Rougeau brothers.
Oh.
Did you notice that spot where
he
rubs his balls?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the Bushwhackers going up for a body slam. And
yeah.
like,
it was Luke or something.
There's just no getting around it. He just, like...
You see it plain as day. He's rubbing his balls on the way up, man. And Jacques like, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing down there? Our next list here. Scorpion 87, Andre the Giant, Vader, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Abdullah the Butcher.
Another one. It's
6 feet, 360 pounds.
Just made it, huh?
Just made it. Yeah. When I was doing research for this, I'm already laughing at this, and I know that you're gonna love this. Abdullah the Butcher, he grew up poor, He grew up poor.
You don't say.
But he
got kicked out of his
claimed-
town.
No.
He got kicked out of his town.
Even better.
For stealing those curly boots.
No, even better.
All right.
He he taught karate and judo in his backyard, like when he was like 12.
Okay. So
He claimed to have earned the title of 7th degree Grand Master. But there's no documentation of this. He just started like doing karate and
at 12 years old, he was a Grand Master.
Other kids.
Wow.
He was working people at a young age.
Hey, good for him.
7th degree Grand Master. How do you tell somebody that with a straight face?
Maybe he didn't tell with a straight face. Maybe he had a fork stuck in his head when he was saying it.
Could have been. Yeah. Man, Abdullah the Butcher.
It's different. It's a different pick.
Yeah.
Give him credit. He's one of the best hardcore wrestlers ever.
For sure. Yeah. He's got the scars to show it.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm sure a lot of those scars are bleed jobs, right?
Oh, all of them.
All of them are.
Yeah.
That's
He's bladed
crazy.
himself so often that he's like the scar tissue that formed on his forehead. It's so deep.
You can stick a quarter in there,
Stick
right?
a quarter, stick
Nickel.
a poker chip in there.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's what Mick Foley said in his book.
I wonder if he plays with them at night to put himself to sleep.
Oh, you think
It's
so?
like,
Just rubs it. Yeah.
Maybe it soothes him.
But if he rubs it too much, though, it's just gonna start bleeding.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, will it?
It will, yeah.
I want cauliflower ear.
Cauliflower. How about cauliflower forehead?
No, that's just gross. Ears, like, if you have cauliflower ear, people think you're a badass. They think
Oh,
you're
definitely, yeah. That's
like,
a badge of honor.
you don't mess with that guy. So I said this before. I'm trying to keep on rubbing my ear until I get cauliflower ear.
Self-inflicted cauliflower
Yeah,
ear.
but I'll be a badass, dude.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll have to like show your progress on Instagram or something like that.
I'll let my wife listen to this podcast, and she'll just like put me in a headlock and keep on working me over.
Oh yeah, because you had some wonderful things to say about it earlier. Okay, our next list here is from Purple Haze, Big John Studd, Andre the Giant, Giant Baba, and One Man Gang. Another vote for the One Man Gang.
All right, good list.
I can tell you that the remainder of the lists, there's not a new name that's mentioned. But I still want to read them.
There's no Big Dick Dudley.
He's not on here at all.
Sheesh.
No.
No, I'm joking.
But Mike the Wolverine, he votes for Vader, Yokozuna, Big Show, and Andre the Giant. Steve from Connecticut, Rhode Island, has the exact same list. Then we have my literal bro, Hunter Scott. He votes for Andre, Undertaker, Kane, and the Big Show. Some more votes for Kane and Undertaker. I didn't expect that.
I did.
Yeah.
I did actually.
Yeah. The final list, Shep from Shepland, votes for Andre the Giant, Rikishi, Vader, and the Big Show.
Were you surprised that like guys like the Great Khali weren't on this list, and just because of their size?
No, I really no.
Because they were just awful workers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like they were. No.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, to look at them and say,
That'd be like
holy
Mabel.
shit.
That'd be like somebody voting for Mabel.
But I could see
Or
Mabel
Viscera.
on the list. I could see that because he was
Really?
so enormous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's not on mine either. 'Cause-
Yeah.
But he's just that big and imposing.
Well, who is on your list? Because we've reached the end.
Who's on your list?
Who's on your list? Well, all right. If you want to go out of order, my list is gonna definitely be Andre. Definitely Vader. Bam Bam Bigelow. What did I say?
Andre, Vader, Bigelow.
Bigelow. And, see, that's tough because I didn't anticipate Undertaker being on this list.
So put him on yours.
But I am going to put...
So who was on it before The Undertaker? Yokozuna?
Yokozuna, yeah.
I knew it had to be.
Yeah. But, I mean, when I think of that big man style and longevity, yeah, you got to think of The Undertaker.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah, sure. Let's hear it.
Andre, Yokozuna, Undertaker, and shit, who was my last one? Andre, Undertaker, Yokozuna. Oh, Big Boss Man. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
he
he
is on
slipped
your
my
list.
mind. Yeah, he slipped my mind.
All right, cool.
Ray Trailer, the Guardian Angel.
Well, Sarah is not here this week. I forgot to mention that at the top of the show, but I'm sure you noticed. So I'll be reading the stats here.
Sarah.
So 2 votes each. We got a few names here. 2 votes each. Rikishi, Kane, Undertaker, Big John Studd, Giant Baba, One Man Gang, Earthquake, and Haystacks Calhoun. 3 votes, Kamala. 4 votes, Bam Bam Bigelow. And here it is, the Mount Rushmore. Big Show with 6 votes. Yokozuna with 8 votes. Vader, 13 votes. Andre the Giant, 14 votes.
I'm still gonna say that Vader's only on this list because he's fresh in people's minds.
Really think so?
I really think so. Dude, there's a lot of big men out there. Yeah, he did a lot. He was everywhere. He was in Japan. He was everywhere. But I don't know.
Unstoppable. Until
Shawn
they
Michaels
stop.
stopped him. Shawn Michaels stopped him real fast.
You know who didn't get a vote on here? Samoa Joe.
Deservedly so.
Well, the next time we do this, it's going to be the Mount Rushmore of high flyers.
Nice.
So, this time we did the slow style.
I like it because you hit me with the subjects,
Yes.
if you will, of the next episodes, just as everyone else is hearing it, because I have no idea what the next ones are.
So, yes.
So I like the unveiling.
I was thinking about cruiserweights, but then I'm like, no.
Same thing though.
High flyers.
It's
High
the
flyers.
same thing to me, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, when I think cruiserweights, I think it's like strictly WCW.
Right. The Mysterio, Psychosis.
Yeah.
Well,
Eddie Guerrero.
right. With the high flyers, I guess you can have Benoit even in there, right?
Sure, you could, but you could also have like Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Right.
You could be at Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
He was a high flyer. Sabu.
Super crazy.
Yeah, there you go. More modern names. You could throw Ricochet on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. I
So,
forget about guys like that. It's gonna be a good one, I think.
AJ Styles is also.
He's a high
considered
flyer. Why not? Throw him in there.
So yeah, I think that's gonna be a pretty good topic.
Get the hell in there, AJ.
All right. Well, this was an interesting episode.
It was interesting, but here's the thing. Like, I don't know, that you kind of knew the topic was going to be Andre and Yoko. I'm actually surprised that we had a lot more diversity in like terms of names. I thought for sure we were going to get like the same ones over and over and over again. We did with Andre and Vader time, and surprised at him, but yeah.
All right. Well, for Brian,
It wasn't a bad episode. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I had fun. I had fun this week.
as long as we had fun, that's what matters most.
That's it. We'll try our best and have fun. Just like I
Yes.
tell my kid at baseball. Good job. Good effort, guys.
Good effort on this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
By the way, before we...
My mic wasn't on.
No. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. People know where to find us, right?
Yeah, Instagram at square.history.
Close. Square.circle.history.
Just you say it.
In YouTube, we're on YouTube, Squared Circle History. So you can find us on Instagram, squared.circle.history. You can also find us on YouTube, Squared Circle History. You can apparently find us on my phone, which is vibrating. If you want to find us on Facebook, go for it. But is Facebook still a thing? I don't know. But yeah, we're out there. So
It is to me, damn it.
like, share, subscribe, let people know we exist. Yeah. All right. So for Brian,
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
this is Ian saying good night.